Hey man, hey, fabulous news. The channel has now got official merchandise, courtesy of our good friends at What's Thy Crack. Do us a favour, I'll post the link in the comment section. Go over to his website and have a browse through all the luxury t-shirts and other accessories that has on his website. T-shirts featuring local dialect and old popular bars from back in the day. Harvey's at Bishop Auckland and tracks at West Auckland, the Broken Doll, Newcastle, etc. Mayfair, stuff from Sunderland and all around the area, Chesterley Street, Afghanistan, etc. etc. Worth a look and read the bios of each individual shirt. Very amusing. That's fabulous. So excellent news. So get along there and buy loads of t-shirts. Not necessarily Greenfingers a garden place, but anything else that gives you a giggle. Get one for your lad, ladies, and get one for your lass, fellas. Right, let's have a quick look about. Let's see what's happening. It's a bit windy today. Progressive growing. So once I would suggest, and what a lot of gardeners do, I haven't really done it in the past, it's progressive growing. It's where once the first batch of seeds have grown and you've picked your crops and all that, start some more off. So there's some more peas. I think there's enough time in the season for them to come, hopefully there is. I've got another batch of beetroot there, which should again have plenty of time to grow. I think they grow into the winter anyway, they'll be alright. Onions I haven't done great on. I have planted some more spinach that's coming through there, as you may be able to see there. There's some good onions, not massive. Along here, what have I grown? Yes, this is the end of the spinach here. Still some good leaves on it, but once the flowers come like that, that's it, it's bolted. That's the end of its growing cycle, and it will just die back, and the leaves won't be that brilliant. They'll go into the compost, no waste. I have set off some more lettuce in the greenhouse, so they'll come. More peas. But, yes, there should be plenty of time. More lettuce in there. Peas are finished in there, more or less. Strawberries galore. Flaming sick of the sight of them. There's loads. If anybody wants to come pick themselves some before those, the diabetic slugs and snails, give them a chance, eh? They say they won't come back for them ones that I've picked out. They'll go for the ones on the stalks. And, I don't know. Anywho, right, so that's that. Over here, more strawberries. You would think you'd never get sick of strawberries. Some more lettuce there. Something's having a go at them, but still plenty good leaves on them. That tobacco plant, well away. There's an orange beetroot. There is some carrots there. Look at. Be interesting to see what shape these all come out. Those carrots are flying away. Tatties, I've been continue pulling the flowers off to stop them growing above. Soon the leaves are dying off at the bottom of some of them, so soon they'll be ready to harvest. Broad beans, black flies bean, but I've nipped the tops. Again, not massive amounts on those this year. They're grown. There's a few got knocked by the wind, but not brilliant, but they're here. Get some seed for next year. Some good ones, some decent ones, more taters, more strawberries. Yes, I've left the diabetic slugs some out there and they still haven't took them. The birds won't even take them. The birds would far rather pick their own. Fair dues, crack on. Yes, figs. More figs. A few while before they're ready. If they stay stay on the plant, they stay on the tree, bush, whatever. It's another thing. Bare leaves, lovely. Decent size in there. I've been in the greenhouse today, let's go and have a look. The roses are doing lovely, but with this wind, they won't last long. Some nice ones on there. Little pollinators are in there, nice ones there. And some good news. I thought this buddleia that I transplanted from Cyril's had died. It was a big tree. I've cut it right back, and look, next year I think we'll be alright. A couple of them might have got nothing on yet, but that's a good sign for next year's anyway. Right, let's have a quick look in here. Yes, continue liking and subscribing. It's all appreciated, very much so. And I don't know what we're going to do in the winter. I'll have to find something else to bore you with. Entertain you with. Is that what I meant? Basil, doing lovely. Yes, all the Tommies are looking good. I've noticed some fruit coming. What day is it today? Oh, tomorrow's Feed Friday. That's when I always feed them. Once a week at the moment, and then it'll go to twice a week. That one's flopping over a little bit, so I'll strap that up. But yes, all in all, I've read on a lot of the gardening channels and stuff like that. Well, there's a lot of 5 trusses on a plant is enough. Once you get above 5 trusses, you should nip it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be at its maximum there. There's a bit of garlic fell down. What we've got going on in here? Drying the onions, smaller onions out, the shallots and a few garlic. Again, this is going to seed, which is a bit of a shame. But again, just, it slows things down if you do nip them off. Still usable, still all usable. Oh, and it smells absolutely lovely. Chilli plant. No sign of any flowers yet. There's a nettle in there, I'll have to get that with my gloves on. Yes. Chilli plant there, still no flowers. They should be flowering by now really, if there's any chance of getting a decent crop of chilies, because they need a long season. And I did, as you know, set them off in February in the house at home, but maybe I have to go a month earlier next year and sort my heating situation out with them, because they do need a lot of heat to get them started. Cucumbers, they're starting to come. Few flowers to nip. That's got a cucumber on, so leave them. Another cucumber plant there. So we're getting a lot of wind now, so it's bashing a lot of the plants about. They don't like it, and it dries them out. It dries all the leaves out and everything, which is a shame. But yeah, mustn't grumble. Caught the act, my friend, my little diabetic mate. You have that little bit of strawberry there. He's got it in his house. Doesn't like to be filmed. Camera shy. Tool of the week this week is the humble hoe. Get the hoe out in the hood. What a beast. What you use these for is to get your weight. Just like that, that's all you have to do. No hard graft, just go under the wheel and wallop them out and they're gone. And just leave them on the top. And the sun will dry them out and they'll be gone. Just a job. And that's why you leave, or you're supposed to leave, or hose width between all your plants. So you can do that, get rid of the weeds in between, mostly for your onions. There you go. You've been hedge-macated. So can you remember in the not too distant past, probably a few months ago, I talked about the tomato plants and the reason for taking the side shoots off, because you only want one main stem. Now this one, I didn't take one of the side shoots off. This was purely an experiment, and we're revisiting that experiment now. So to show you what does happen is we'll follow that main one up. That's the main one here. Pointy finger, that one, and there's your main one. He's got 1, 2, 3, probably 5 trusses on. Then we follow this one, which was a side shoot, which turned out to be a side shoot, and we follow that one up, and this one has developed into that. So that's what happens. You get like, well, you get double the amount of produce, but you won't get as tasty or as big tomatoes. So if you're not bothered about that, then do that. But this is an example of one that has had its side shoots taken off. You can see how much thicker it is, the stalk, the stem, and it hasn't reached out as much as that one, as tall as that one, because that one's probably trying its damnedest to get 2 lots of fruit on, and this one's just concentrating on one, which it's started to do. There's some fruit coming in there, whereas that other one, which was planted at exactly the same time, no signs of any. Oh yes, there is. That's got its little ones. But yes, so they're starting to come now. They're starting to develop, and hopefully a good showing this year. I mean, to be honest, every year, you know, is different. You get big tatters, big tummies, or you didn't, and it's all down to the feeding, the water, and keeping that balance right, because you can overwater and it destroys the plant, underwater and it destroys the plant. You end up with there's a disease, it's called root end rot. Is it? Well, I suppose it is a disease, but your fruit looks great on the top, looks as though it's developing properly, but when you go to pick it, it's either black at the bottom because it's had too much water or not enough water. But if you're careful enough, you can avoid all that. They just need nurturing. It's not a case of just like popping the seeds in and standing back and watching them grow. You've got to do your thing. A lot of people like sort of add potassium to the soil. It all depends on your soil, really. I wouldn't say, this year I've used mostly compost, and I wouldn't say it's brilliant compost, but the plants are here, there's flowers on them, and you can use Epsom salt, which is very good for them. I think that's full of potassium. Is that potassium? I think it's potassium. But anyway, natural. It's natural anyway, unlike your Power Grow liquid tomato food. So a little bit of each, but not too much. Twice a week I'm starting to feed now, and they should be all right. There's some more in this end. Still got all that glass to pick up where the nettle fertilizer exploded. Yeah, they're all right. That chilli plant's looking nice. Oh, it's starting to get some flowers on. So hopefully, I mean, we've got probably another, hopefully 3 months in the season left. So yeah, I would guess get some of it on there. That chilli plant there, that's looking very well. But no signs of any. Oh yes, there is. There's signs of flowers coming there. Little leaf out the way, and then you might be able to see there dangling down. And everything else seems to be growing nicely. I just tied that one up yesterday and it's gone another rung. and lots of produce on that one. Again, the only trouble is they all come at the same time. So there you go. And there's not only so much you can do with cucumbers. I mean, I'm that beautiful, I don't need to put it on my eyes or anything like that. So I did. Catch you in a bit. This is one of the basil plants that's been in a small pot there, and that's what happened. I think that's pretty normal for a basil plant to push its roots upwards rather than out the bottom of the pot. But again, if there's too many roots and you're not feeding it properly, it's going to die off. So today, bigger pot for the basil, otherwise that's just going to shoot the seed. And Joseph the Younger wants to have a go at making pesto, so I'll keep you posted on how that pans out. Sure, it'd be lovely. Right, okay then, ta-da for now.